What's up, guys? Check out my music channel and merch, both links in the description. Thank you, and enjoy the video. Alright, so my next video is going to be something else, but then good old Bobby Manfred dropped some news on us, and I kind of want to talk about it. So as of recording this, opening day was like 2 days ago, and it went pretty smoothly, you know. We had the rain-shortened game, Dodgers pounded the Giants, and then we had all the games the next day, but right before the first pitch of what was already set to be a really weird 2020 season, the Players Union and the league agreed to yet another massive rule change, this time changing the playoff format from the usual 10 teams to 16 teams. Yes, you heard that correctly, 16 teams will be making the playoffs this year. That is over half the teams in the entire league. How exactly does this new format work? Well, according to our good old friend Bobby himself, before the divisional round, there is going to be 8 3-game series where the 1 seed plays the 8, the 2 plays the 7, the 3 plays the 6, and on and on and on. You get the point. And with this new system, every team that finishes in either first or second place in their division will be guaranteed a postseason spot, and then the next 2 teams after that with the best records will also be in. Now, in what was already set to be a really wild 2020, I don't think that this is the worst idea to have, at least for this year. I mean, firstly, if there was any season, if they wanted to test out whatever bullshit they're contemplating and putting in, this is the one to do it. Since everything is already a mess and we're only getting 60 regular season games, I think we were bound to get some strange playoff matchups regardless. So at this point, why not say fuck it and embrace full madness? And this move here is definitely going to help a lot of teams that are kind of middle of the road. But if I'm like one of the top teams like a Yankees or Dodgers or something like that, I'm not going to lie, I'm a little tight about this. Because they have like basically zero benefits from this new system at all. There's no buys, they can't choose their matchups. I mean, they get 3 home games in the first batch of series, but it's also home field advantage with 0 fans. So it's a little redundant. So for those top guys, it's all risk and no reward. On the other hand of things, if I'm like a Seattle Mariners fan, and my team has a chance to sneak into the playoffs for the first time in 19 years, I'd be a little souped. So I can definitely see the appeal here, and I think this is probably going to get more people interested in the sport. So I see what they're going for. However, if we're talking about a 162 game season here, I gotta say I think this format would be incredibly f***ing stupid. A full baseball season is a marathon, designed to weed out the fake good teams from those that are truly the best, and having over half the league make the playoffs really cheapens the results of what's already a long, grueling season, making it have a lot less meaning than it did before. Just to put things in perspective, if this system was in place during last year's season, the extra teams that would have made the playoffs, or at least some notable ones, are the 84-win Red Sox, the 78-win Texas Rangers, 86-win Mets, and the 84-win Cubs. Now, I'm sorry, but a 78-win team should not be anywhere close to a playoff series. And I gotta be honest, I'd say the same for an 84-win team too. These teams were absolutely mediocre, they played like it, and they shouldn't get rewarded with a postseason appearance for doing so. It's another move that's going to give certain owners even less motivation to put more money into the teams, because now they know they'll be able to half-ass it and still get that extra playoff revenue if they're just good enough. Another thing is that they're trying to make it more like the NBA model of things, and again, I see what they're going for, but baseball and basketball are very, very different. Baseball is a much more fluky sport than basketball will ever be. In the NBA, a top team, a 1 seed, they're going to beat the 8 seed like 99% of the time just due to how the nature of the sport is. An NBA team can have one guy take over, put the team on his back, and then carry them to victory like it's absolutely nothing, especially when they have a lot more talent than the other team. However, with baseball, this is just not the case. In any given series, a bad team can hit on a good team. Anything can happen. There's way too many factors going into it, too many gears shifting, too many moving parts, to where an 8 seed hitting on a 1 seed would not be surprising at all. And honestly, if you've watched baseball for a long time, it's something that you gotta expect. So with this system, there is no true advantage to winning a division, which is meant to be a difficult task for a reason, such as not playing in the wildcard game. But now with this, why should anyone actually try to win the division? No incentives, you half-ass it, you make the playoffs anyway. Why try? And I think that's the last thing baseball needs, If anything, they need to give them more of a reason to try, and I think they can do that by putting a nice little salary floor, but that's a conversation for another day. So I gotta say, all in all, I don't hate this playoff format, and I guess for this weird ass season, it's not the worst idea, but if they decide to move forward with it for future full seasons, there's definitely some changes that are going to have to be made. For example, give division winners some kind of advantage, whether it be a bye week, the option to choose opponents, just some kind of incentive for them to actually try and win the division, rather than half-assing things and sneaking in as one of the other 5 seeds. Maybe change it from 16 teams to 14 teams, but really, other than this, I don't think there's too many problems with it. It's definitely going to bring more fans to the game. Teams that don't make the playoffs very often, if their fans see them in there, they're going to be interested. Playoff baseball is a whole different beast than regular season baseball. And if anything, it'll make the playoffs even more entertaining to watch. But I guess we're just going to see how things work out this year and then go from there for the future. Well, guys, it's my thoughts on MLB's new playoff format. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. Do you love it? Do you hate it? How would you change it? And as always, leave a like and subscribe for more content like this. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm out. Peace.